Hello and a massive welcome, Kent Business College apprentices, to your very first session. Today, we're going to talk about your new secret weapon, marketing planning. Trust me, this is the skill that's going to take you from apprentice to an absolute marketing pro.
All right, let's be honest for a sec. Does your marketing ever feel a little bit chaotic? You know that feeling, right? You're always reacting, constantly putting out fires. An idea pops up in a meeting and bam, that's the priority for the week. It feels like you're a headless chicken that just happens to have a Twitter account. You're super busy, for sure, but are you actually moving forward?
So this really shows the two different worlds in marketing. Over on the left, you've got that reactive firefighting mode. It's nothing but rushed decisions, no clear goals, wasted budget, and just so much stress. But on the right, that's where we want to live. Strategic planning. We're talking clear direction, goals that actually make sense, and this calm confidence you get when you know exactly what you're doing and why you're doing it.
Okay, let's dive into this. Because the plan is what separates the pros, the ones getting incredible results, from everyone else who's just kind of throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping something sticks. A plan turns chaos into clarity.
Just look at this number, 600 million pounds. Let that sink in for a second. That is the estimated extra sales Tesco made in a single period. And it was all because of one brilliant, data-driven marketing plan.
So how on earth did they do it? Well, it's actually a fantastic story. Back in the 90s, Tesco got really serious about analyzing their customer data. They realized they could understand what people were buying and when. And that insight, that led them to launch the Club Card, a plan built to reward loyalty. And the result? They completely leapfrogged their biggest rival to become the #1 supermarket in the UK. Wild.
And here's the crucial bit. The Tesco plan worked because it was built on listening to the customer. See, a great marketing plan isn't just about shouting about how great your company is. It's about understanding what your customers actually want and then delivering it. You become their voice inside the business.
So that all sounds great in theory, but how do you actually do it? How do you build a plan that can have that kind of massive impact? What's the secret sauce?
Well, you need a blueprint, a framework. And the one we're giving you today is going to be your new best friend. For your job, for your assignments, and especially for absolutely smashing your endpoint assessment. It's called SOSTAC. It was created by a guy named P.R. Smith, and it's one of the most famous, most effective marketing planning models in the entire world. Seriously, remember this name. It's going to be so useful for you. So, SOSTAC is just an acronym for 6 pretty simple steps. First, S for situation. Where are we right now? You got to do your research. Then O for objectives. Where do we actually want to go? Be specific. Next up is S for strategy. What's our big picture plan to get there? Then T for tactics, the nitty-gritty details like social media or ads. After that, A is for action, who's doing what and when. And finally, C for control. How are we going to measure our success and track progress? This whole structure stops you from making the #1 marketing mistake, jumping straight to tactics before you even have a strategy.
Okay, but this isn't just theory, right? Let's see how it actually works in the real world. We're going to look at a modern company that used this exact framework to go and conquer a brand new market.
Meet Monzo, the super popular UK digital bank. They had a huge challenge in front of them, breaking into the massive, and I mean massive, and very competitive US market. They didn't just guess what to do, they used a plan.
So first up, the O for objectives. They didn't just say, hey, let's get some users. No way. They set a clear, measurable target, a specific number of signups they wanted to hit in their first year. This gave them a really clear goal to aim for.
And then the rest of the plan just fell into place. Their strategy was to target young, tech-savvy people who were just fed up with traditional banks. Their tactics? Things like clever social media ads in specific cities and getting new customers to refer their friends. And their action plan was all about rolling this out city by city, starting in places like LA and New York. See how it all just flows, one step to the next?
And that brings us to the final and maybe most important step, C for control. This is the magic ingredient, really. Monzo tracked their sign-up numbers every single week. This data created a feedback loop, which let them see what was working, what wasn't, and adjust their plan on the fly to make sure they hit their big objective.
So that's the power of a framework like SOSTAC. This knowledge is now your mission. It's the tool you're going to use to bring clear direction and amazing success to your own marketing role.
Now, you might also hear about a similar model called APIC. It stands for Analysis, Plan, Implement, Control.
It's basically a simplified version of the same core idea. The key thing to remember about both of them is that great marketing isn't a one-off project. It's a continuous cycle. You learn, you do, you measure, and you improve. Over and over.
So, the most important takeaway is this. Whether you end up using SOS TAC or APEC, it's the act of planning that truly matters. It's what takes you from that stressed out, headless chicken feeling to a state of calm, confident control. It's what transforms chaos into clarity.
So I want to leave you with a final thought. Now that you have this blueprint, you are a marketing hero in the making. For real. So when you go into your workplace tomorrow, what's the first question you are going to ask to start building a real plan? Is it going to be, where are we now? Or maybe, where do we really want to go? Go make it happen.